Hey YouTube, what's going on? Um, no, you're not watching a video of a hidden talking computer or TV or anything like that. Um, okay, this video might get a little, you know, shitty camera angles and a lot of shaking, because I'm doing something, based on question comment that I received. Okay, and I do know it's very dark. And there's really no reason to um, watch anything really, so don't worry about it. Um, but anyway, um, showing my record player. Um, I'm out here in the living room. Um, Nothing really spectacular, but it does do the job. Um, it's a Sony, um, like 120 $120 range version. Um, it actually does pretty well. It's hooked up with a Sony stereo, which is hooked up to a Sony TV. So it does work really well. Um, and and all of that. Um, and well, I'll bring it back. Um, yeah, this is a nice 360 of the living room. Um, and as I mentioned, um, there's the doors absolutely live. Um, the house that I live in, right now, well, actually, it would be my house. Um, it's older than the dirt that it sits on. So, because of that, um, I don't want to take these down again until I move because they're really hard to get back up. Um, the ones that are on the wall, that you see quite often, uh, on display behind me, um, were really hard to get up there, um, to say the least. It took a while because um, the walls are built, you know, with material that makes it really difficult to, you know, put, you know, posters. You can't put thumbtacks in these walls. You got to use nails, and that's the only thing. Which really, so that's why my walls right now are bare as they are, because um, I don't want to put up any posters or anything like that, because I don't, I don't want to use tape, because when you take them down, you got to tear them off, and then um, you got you know rips and everything. So I don't want to do that. But anyway, I did that because um, basically, like I said, I believe it was in my last video. The you know record players in one room, records are in another room, and it's, I know that's unusual and inconvenient in a lot of cases, but um, I'm going to explain that the best I can. It may make sense, but coming out of it would just, it's really hard to judge if there's a method to my madness. But anyway, the best way that I can answer that would be is that maybe, like, some of you, maybe not, I don't know, but I am super OCD and anal retentive about anything that goes on with my records, especially my Slayer collection, because that is the most expensive section um, of my collection. Next would probably be my metal section, because of the money that I've spent there as well. But the biggest section is probably my classic rock, but then I've got a huge stack of records that really don't fit in any particular category in large quantities. Um, but I do that because, like I said, the record player's in the living room, and if I were to keep my records there, there'd be people, traipsing in, then and they'd be out on display for people to see, but then people would want to be touching and pulling them down, and nobody touches my records. There is one exception, of one other person that I allow to touch my records, but nobody touches my records. No touchy, and it's that simple. Um, you don't touch my records. Me and one other person, um, and that's because, um, you know, in another instance, my rap hip hop selection, a lot of my friends are into rap, and so I've already had issues with them wanting to go through, especially my Eminem collection, uh, the NWA, which I've showed. It's like, yeah, I gotta be careful. So that's the best reason why, if that makes any sense, why you know records stay in one room, record player in the other. Um, I just I don't want people touching it. It makes me really nervous because they may not know how to handle them. Put them back. Anyway. Um, all right, I'll have more videos up today. Stay tuned for those. Thanks, everybody. I'm out.